yes, I'm a little upset with Galaxy because they told me I couldn't ride my bike. So I asked, can I rappel from the ceiling? And they were like, no, we're not insured for that. So other than that, let's give a big round of applause to Galaxy Event Center. And I have to say, I heard a little rumor that this is partly because of Mayor Tammy. She kept telling Wahoos that we need an event space in Meridian. Am I right, Mayor Tammy? Yes. So we are here, and we're just so excited to be here. So I want to talk to you about servant achievers. Okay, you guys have heard this a lot this weekend. Servant leadership, right? Help enough people get what they want, and you'll have everything you want, right? So let's get real. Can we get real? Can we be honest here? How you guys doing with your oxygen mask? Like putting it on first? How we doing? You guys all putting your oxygen mask on first before you help other people? Your silence tells me no, right? Most women I know, and a lot of other men, they don't put their oxygen mask on first. Can we say that might be a little bit of a lie? That doesn't always happen. Let me tell you guys a story. In my previous life, I was in medicine, and I was flying home from a medical conference, flying out of JFK. And I'd been there for a week. I was super tired, ready to be home, working 90 hours a week. And I'm on this plane, and we're on the tarmac. Anybody get stranded on the tarmac? This was before they implemented that law where you can only stay on the tarmac for a little bit. We were on the tarmac for about 3 hours. Okay? You guys, some of you know what I'm talking about. It's getting real hot in there. People are getting real upset, and we're sitting there, and all of a sudden, the oxygen masks drop from the compartment above you. Literally, every seat, the oxygen masks dropped. And mind you, we were just sitting on the tarmac. People started freaking out. You would have thought our plane was in the air going down at that moment. It was mass chaos and destruction, okay? But I watched around me, and I never saw one person put their oxygen mask on first. Not one. I saw the moms putting it on their child. I saw the moms putting it on the elderly woman next to them. I saw the guy helping a stranger. I never witnessed anybody put their own oxygen mask on first. So I'm here to tell you that might be a lie, and that's okay. Because to me, servant achievers surround themselves with people that will help you put your oxygen mask on, right? So when you help enough people get what they want, you have to be helping those people that also have your best interest in mind. That's a symbiotic relationship, right? You have their best interest in mind, and they have yours. You're going to help them put their oxygen mask on while they're helping you. If any of you follow me on Facebook, you saw the post that I asked if anybody had an oxygen mask. Did you guys see that post? Nobody had one. Weird. So Shelly and I were going to put our oxygen masks on each other and demonstrate for you. But that didn't happen because I couldn't find one. The airlines would not let me have one. But I'm here to tell you, I am a recovering helpaholic. Okay, I help a lot of people. I don't always put my mask on first. But I can get away with that, and I can do that because I am surrounded by people that also want to help me, that also have my best interest in mind. So you can put other people first. You can help other people as long as you're helping the right people, right? There's a lot of givers in this world. Where are my givers at? Come on, we just had a dance. Where are my givers at? Where are my takers? You don't have to raise your hand. But those of us in the middle, we struggle, right? We're sort of an either-and kind of culture. You're a giver or you're a taker. What about us in the middle? What about those of us who want to give a little and get a little? Okay, sometimes we struggle with that. But we have to have the both and, like Shelly says. The both and is giving and taking at the same time. And the only way to do that is being in rooms like this, being surrounded by other humans that believe that, being surrounded by people that truly do believe in relationships first. So we know there's not a shortage of events, right? You guys, I just watched somebody leave and said, I had to go to this other event. We don't have a shortage of events. We don't have a shortage of networking activities in Boise. Anybody network in this valley? There's a lot, right? Like, I was looking at the Boise calendar, on a Tuesday afternoon, there's like 10 regular networking groups that meet all the time, okay? So we're not short on networking, which is awesome. We have to network. We have to get to know people. But we need to be in those rooms full of people like us, right? We need to be in rooms full of the other givers, full of the other people who have our best interest in mind. So that is exactly why Shelly and I and Paige and Women Ignite created We Lift. Who's been to We Lift? Yeah, love it. We do create magic in We Lift. We do a lot of what Shelly was doing up here on the stage. We figure out, who do you need to meet? What do you want to do this year in your business? What do you want to do in your life? Who do you need to meet to get you there? And right there in those rooms, we create those connections. We find if you need to meet, I had a lady, I have to tell you, last year we did this in a workshop, and I was doing this with people, and it was really interactive, and we were making connections, and we were helping people's businesses grow. And I said, who do you need to meet? And this lady raised her hand, and I said, who do you need to meet? And she goes, I need to meet a funeral director. I was like, oh, okay. And I said, who knows a funeral director? And a lady in the back got up on her chair and said, my brother-in-law is a funeral director. I can promise you, in Boise especially, you just need to ask for it, because who you need to meet is probably right here in this room, honestly, okay? So whoever you need to meet to grow your business, to expand in your life, is probably right here in this room, but you have to ask for it. So thank you to WICON for being our title sponsor this year. They have been an amazing sponsor and have helped us create our We Lift journey for the last year. We started We Lift, yeah, thank you, WICON. We started We Lift in January last year, and we've been meeting twice a month, so the second and fourth Tuesday of every month. And it's been great, but we're listening to you guys, and we're understanding that there is not a shortage of events. So we have decided to change one thing, okay? Who's with me? We're changing one thing, and we are going to quarterly. 4 main event meetings a year instead of twice a month. You guys excited about that? Our main events have so much energy around them. You saw the energy in this room. This morning, we were wall-to-wall people. I was literally moving people in the rows because we had people standing outside. We know that our main events bring energy. They bring a lot of different people. They bring sponsors, and they bring massive connection. So we have been listening to you guys, and we have decided to change that one thing and take We Lift to quarterly events. So we are going to be doing 4 meetings a year. Our first one is going to be January 30th, downtown Boise at one of the rooftops. I'll give you all the details later. But I just wanted to share with you that we are going to be changing that to a quarterly event. So, and then we do have a conference bundle. It's $25 at the door, or you can buy all 4 meetings at one time for $75. So who wants to block out their calendar and meet amazing people like you're doing today in January? Yeah. So just to give you guys a little bit of an idea of the energy that we do with We Lift in our main events, where are my McCall girls at? Yeah. Some of you know that I live in the mountains. We took 85 women out on a boat cruise around Payette Lake. Okay, it was absolutely amazing. Shelly Gartman said to me, that was my #1 moment of FOMO this year, because she was not on this boat. So this is the kind of energy and excitement we bring around our main events. In McCall, we took 85 women out on this boat, and we toured around Payette Lake while we were making connections, We were learning about each other. We had a business coach that came and spoke who was amazing. So we were being inspired while we were building relationships. And this is the kind of energy we want to bring to We Lift. And that's, I think, what we're going to do this year. Moving into 2020, we are going to go to quarterly events. We have a couple more We Lifts throughout this year to kind of finish out this year in the holiday season. So we invite you, join us. If you want to know more about We Lift, if you want to know more about how to be in this room 4 times a year versus once a year, please let me know. I'll be here all day today, all day tomorrow, and I would love to meet you. Thank you, guys.